Hey, what's up there, my global nobles? How's it going there, YouTube Nation? So, definitely there is something brand new and brewing within PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, the ultimate life and death fight. Now, there are going to be a couple of changes. One of those things has to be the statistics wipe, which includes the statistics and leaderboards. Now, that is definitely going to be wiped clean and definitely will not return until the next patch. Now, during this test server, there is a patch that's being rolled out, and there is some improvements when it comes to client and server side performance, and as well a whole bunch of bug fixes. So let's get to it. Alright, so let's talk about all of these good things. Now, as what has been explained, that the leaderboard tracking will remain offline for 24 hours and will return on June 1st. This will definitely be somewhere around 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. There is no clue as to what's going on, but I'm pretty sure this is sort of like a weed out system. But like I said, this will return June 1st, so don't worry. They're pretty much, I'm guessing this has to do with the server side performance improvements that are being rolled out. So when it comes to client performance, they've actually improved performance by reducing effects played excessively during the vehicle crashes. This has to definitely be something of the ordinary when it comes to using vehicles. Some people have actually reported that their clients actually crash when using vehicles and such. So, you know, not sure what's going on, but anyways, they've also improved server wise. So when it comes to the server performance, they've actually improved performance on the server in relation to vehicles. So like I said, you know, this is pretty much being worked on when it comes to players having to report you know, some sort of issues when it comes to using the vehicles. Some people crash, some people can't really maneuver the vehicles correctly, and even frames per second drops do occur within using vehicles. And I have to say, you know, they're pretty much on top of it and can't wait until they actually push out some sort of a fix. So when it comes to bug fixes, they fix a crash related to unequipping an item. So I'm guessing when you try to unequip items or try to remove items from your inventory, there is some sort of you know, a crash related, you know, when it comes to server and client side. And pretty much this thing has to be with clients, you know, trying to, like, excessively try to remove items from their inventory slots. And you know, of course, everybody does get nervous, and when you do get nervous and you're trying to remove stuff on the fly, things don't always go accordingly as planned. So at times your PC just can't handle it, or I have no clue what is the source of the issue. But yeah, they've also fixed a crash related to vehicles when crashing. So I'm guessing when you crash a vehicle in some sort of wall or something of the sort, there is some sort of issue that's going on with that. And like I said, they're working on a fix, which is always great. They've also fixed a bug that caused a player to die without entering the revive state. So I'm guessing there be times that you think that you're going to get revived, or like if you're in a group or some sort, you know, you basically die instead of actually going into revive state. So there be chances that you're just stuck there. You're like wondering what happened. How did I die so quickly? I didn't even, go into this prone moment where I am just waiting to get revived. So actually, that kind of stuff happens. They've also fixed the bug that caused other players' voice chats to be heard higher when in the airplane. So there be times that you like, you're in lobby and you get like a whole bunch of people yapping, talking, and all that other stuff. And then at some point when you spawn in the airplane, you hear their voices twice as loud, and this is kind of like annoying, and as well this makes you feel like, damn, rip headphone users. Yeah, they've actually pretty much toned it down a couple of notches when it comes to having that heard over either your speakers or, like I said, they've also fixed the bug that caused breath gauge to be shown incorrectly in certain situations. I'm guessing when you're using the sniper rifle and you're trying to hold your breath, it just doesn't show correctly. Sometimes it shows you that you're full of breath, but in reality, you're actually wasting your breath trying to hold that shift button down and trying to aim correctly with your sniper rifle. It even comes to a conclusion that when you're underwater and you're basically trying to figure out whether or not you're full of breath, no, you're actually drowning. And they've actually made it show so it's actually in a correct state. They partially fixed a bug that caused a player to die from falling after getting stuck in buildings and or vehicles. So eventually, like, you get that driver that doesn't know how to park a car, and you're pretty much stuck next to a building and you're trying to get out, and when you do, you die automatically. And this has come to a conclusion that you die because you got crushed in between the car and the building. And or if you basically get stuck in some sort of stairs and you just like try to move around, and the more you squirm, the more you squiggle, the more you move, you basically are killing yourself to a point where, yeah, that actually happens. They've also fixed the bug that caused the sound to stutter when many players are swimming. So let's say you and your friends are in the water and you're trying to swim to a boat, and pretty much the sound doesn't quite sound the same. It doesn't sound like you're actually swimming at all. It sounds like you're just like in some sort of a bathtub, or sometimes it just like comes in and out, but then you hear your friends yapping and trying to say, hey, stay afloat, don't drown. And yeah, that pretty much is being worked on. They fixed a bug that caused translucent crosshairs to be shown on the VSS scope. Now, this is a new weapon that has been added, and pretty much is awesome. I like the whole VSS thing, and it's pretty, like I said, it's awesome. And I can't just see like me not using this weapon constantly. And if I do, like, get to it, yes, like I said, it just comes and goes. But they're working on it, they're fixing it, they're hopefully it comes to that conclusion that we get to see that VSS working properly. And last but not least, they've fixed a bug that caused a player to go back into revive state when when two players start the revive action and one cancels. So eventually you get this, hey bro, are you reviving me? And you get like two people in that process of trying to revive you, and You know, when one stops, the other one goes. Basically, you go back into this revive state where you're just left wondering, hey man, is somebody gonna revive me or what? So yeah, they've actually are working on that, and we get to see this fix be pushed out on the live server June 1st. So this is going to be interesting, and I can't wait to see what happens. But other than that, you know, that's basically about it when it comes to this week's patch and performance issues. You know, as always, you get this weekly patch update where we get what we can during the week, and then every month we get this huge patch update. So all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this has been a little bit informative when it comes to actually getting into the know of what's to come when the new patch is released in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds, the ultimate life and death fight. Now then again, like I said, I'll be always keeping you in the know every single week when I can about these new performance and patch updates. All in all, do keep in touch when it comes to the monthly patch updates, because those things be about 30 minutes long, but this one is quite short and quite interesting as well to see what they're going to be pushing. So then again, like I said, you know, you're going to be seeing these changes come June 1st, like around 3 o'clock in the morning if you're in the Eastern Standard Time, or 12 o'clock a.m. on the Pacific Standard Time. Do keep in mind that these patch updates will last about an hour, and you're going to be seeing a whole bunch of changes and improvements. I hope it actually works on your end, and let's see what happens. All in all, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.